Hello gang, welcome to the channel, and today we're gonna go through the question everyone is doing right now in my comment section, in the forum, Discord, DMs, everything. Is this epic quest worth it? What's the value of the epic quest? Do I have to spend 7,000 crystals for it? Should I buy something else instead of it? There are multiple other epic quests, people asking me about the other epic quests and all this stuff. So I have to do that, and even if I was totally negative in the start, now I have changed my mind and I just feel negative about epic quests generally. But yeah, before I throw you all the info I have in my mind in some kind of order, I want you to make sure that you have smashed the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know down below in the comments what are you going to do with this epic quest. Are you going through it? Did you skip it already? Are you doing it but you are not going to go into the premium section? What are you going to do, and what's the state of the game you are right now? Like, you have all the epic quests and you're gonna buy it even if it's your first epic quest. I'm really curious about your comments, and I'm really getting all these ideas about the videos from them totally. So let's go and start from somewhere. Let's take it from the beginning, and the beginning is that epic quest is a game mode. Okay, epic quest game mode in my mind pretty much sucks right now. The rewards you're getting and the crystals you have to invest to get some characters is not worth it. In our case, on the last epic quest, I'm gonna explain in my mind what's the value of the epic quest, but generally speaking, this game mode, it's outdated. And when I'm saying outdated, I'm talking about the rewards you're getting. You know, you have to do specific things to get so bad rewards, and in the same time, the extra this extra stage that you are unlocking, is the rewards are really lame still. This epic quest was like 2017, 2018, and all this was brand new. You have, new ways to farm some materials that you couldn't do it before. But these days in 2024, this feels so disgusting. But in the same time, you have to consider that the value you are getting from the characters. The value you are getting from the characters, we're gonna break it down also, but generally speaking, epic quest in my mind need a totally rework. Every single epic quest right now, you should go there, buy, spend 6,000 crystals, and don't feel like you get scammed. Because if you go right now in the game and spend all these crystals for every single, if you go and buy all Makari epic quest, you have to spend 8,800, and you're getting back what? 5 characters full outdated that they actually need uniforms, and you are actually getting value only through the stages that you have, that you are getting actually the artifacts. And the artifact, the thing that they did here with the artifacts was really smart. Because you could get and see how the characters is with their newest artifact. Something they skipped doing it. They didn't did it in the last epic quest. But generally speaking, whoever right now go log into the game and spend 6,000 crystals, 8,000 crystals on any of the epic quests that we had, except X-Men, it's a ripoff. It's a reason to stop playing the game. Because I did a video actually with Alex 1 month ago. It's this video here. As you can see, we ranked the whole game. In this video, we're explaining and we're saying our opinion about how epic quests should be actually. The game should give us more reasons to buy the epic quest. Like epic quest of the month. Every time you clear these stages, you have some extra rewards. Epic quest of the week or something like this. They need to juice up all the epic quests. So last epic quest rewards are really lame. The fact that we took exactly the same rewards like we were taking on the X-Men, on the X-Men epic quest, or on every single other epic quest. Here, look at this. bios and some phoenix feathers, and yeah, no artifacts, nothing. Yeah, the fact that we get so bad rewards on this one, it's making me mad from the one side. From the other side, I had to consider that they have this system all these years and players are spending to get this, unlock these special stages that actually gives you nothing. So they need to do a totally makeover on the epic quest section. They should refresh the rewards right now. They should go and give us here artifacts. They should go and give us here swords. It's really easy for them to do that, and in the same time the people missing this epic quest could have some reasons to buy them. The fact that we took an epic quest in 2024 and have exactly the same rewards with Deadpool epic quest, it's really sad. And I'm not saying that the epic quest we just took is something special or something, but in the same time you have to consider that when you get something, you get an epic quest, you have to compare it. If you compare the epic quest we just take, guys, with every single other epic quest, Nordgaren, sorry bro, I can't play right now, but yeah, if you compare the epic quest we took, it's actually the cheapest epic quest you should get, If you are a brand new player, yeah, I'm gonna explain you who should buy this epic quest. Brand new players, yeah, they totally could take it, because in my mind, spending 7,000 crystals, but in the same time having 1, 2, 3, 4 characters, Madeline Pryor, Hope Summers, Exodus, Havoc, 4 brand new characters, that these characters can work perfect without spending for their uniform. Of course, there is Rachel Summers here that a lot of people are, going mad into the forums, and everyone feels like we should have her for free. But yeah, guys, Rachel Summers, it's for free. I have in my account bios of Rachel Summers without even buying the pack of Rachel Summers recently or anytime, I had her in my from when it was on Danger Room Extreme like 3 years ago, and I managed to go here uniform rare and still have 39 bios, and all these bios it's from the dimension mission. I had farmed myself dimension mission all this time until the 5th reward, and I was getting bios of her. It's not that hard. I mean, if you're grinding the game daily and you get this reward, you can get 5 bios, and you only need to go and spend a mega tier 2 ticket or, being extreme luck and get even more of these bios. In the same time, the fact that they didn't add here as an extra, an extra reward on a stage, they could have here. If we could get one Rachel Summers bios here, everything could be fine, But still, I feel like the fact that they didn't add here in the epic quest is lame, but in the same time, she's free, guys. You don't need to spend 4,000 crystals, 500. If you want to spend them, it's because you're lazy and you don't want to farm. I have bios for her, everyone can have bios for her. I'm not buying the special, how it's called, there is, for Dimension Mission, you could get some extra bios if you take this thing special. Yeah, I never buy this thing. It's not like I took them from the premium chest or something. I'm just getting it from the end reward here in the rewards you're getting. As you can see, it's actually here. Yeah, it's exactly here. You have to go through this reward here. It's the 5th or 7th reward that you could get. But yeah, it's totally worth it. If you miss these characters, it's a collector game, guys. Collector games should be like that, If you grind something and you farm it, you can get it. And here you could get these 4 characters. It's not that hard. It is hard. It is really unlucky for some people not getting it after all these years. But still, it's farmable. And In my mind, the worst part, it's not Rachel Summers on the update and on this specific epic quest. It's the fact that they didn't put any effort on doing the rewards somehow special. They are serving us 4 or 5 really good characters. You know, Hope Summers needs nothing. You slap here a medium build and you can do miracles in ABX and ABL. Exodus, it's a tier 2 characters, guys. Wake up, what the fuck are you thinking? But in the same time, it's a character that you can actually use for Alliance Conquest. He providing a passive ability for removing all debuff, which is kind of rare these days. And yeah, you have Wasp, you can tell, and Wasp is awakened, but yeah, it is what it is. Havoc is a really good level 70 character. In my mind, Hope Summers, Havoc, Madeline, and Exodus introducing into the game a new level of power creep. They are doing way better than the other level 70s, and a perfect example to make them, you know, to put them in the same level of damage is Manthing. Manthing is the only other character that can go into the game and without a uniform do miracles, guys. Manthing, it's crazy. And these characters, these brand new 4 characters, are delivering big boy damage, guys, and they are having so many abilities. They have their own leadership, they have their own passive abilities, and you don't need to buy any uniforms for them. But there is, you know, there is a cut there. They messed up totally with the rewards, as I told you, and if they had put some extra artifacts like they did with Eternals, and you could get a 3-star version of, you know, any of these artifacts through the epic quest farming, this could be, you know, another level epic quest. If we could farm Madeline, Hope, Rachel Summers, Exodus, and Havoc artifacts through any of these, you know, epic quest shit thing, this all, you know, could seems fantastic. But the fact that you need to use, if you want to use Rachel and Madeline in PvP, you know, they seems to be PvP. Madeline has the Immortality artifact, Rachel has the Revive artifact, which is kind of unique, and they need us to go paywall on them or buy them through the token event, where you know that P card has the most value most of the times, but getting some artifacts for tier 4s was the very next thing. So yeah, in my mind, this epic quest delivers really nice characters, guys. Really nice characters. Do you, big whale and top 16 player, need this epic quest to perform, to go through epic quest and to go through top 16 of ABL and ABX? No, I don't believe so. Hope Summers can do more damage than Nebula, way more, but this is not like the huge bump on your millions of damage. So in my mind, for super top 16 players, but not super whales, this is a skip. You don't need any of the characters to go into ABL and ABX. For Alliance Conquest, top 50 players, I guess this epic quest could help you a lot. But still, you can't skip Hope Summers. The 7,000 crystals actually provides you only Hope Summers and Madeline, okay? Madeline, you can't use here actually if you don't have her artifact. So every one single of you that you're thinking to buy or not the quest, you have to do these questions in yourself. Can I get artifact of Madeline? If you don't, then don't go for it 100%. You're not going to get any value from the epic quest if you have a Madeline without an artifact. This is gonna be lame. This is gonna be cool, but lame. Of course, we should have a tier 4 character, and I'm doing this ranking on the epic quest right now before the middle month drop, before they do them tier 4s, because at the moment we have them like this, you know. You have to think about today, you have to think about what we have right now, because in the future we could get something or we could not get something. And there are great examples here. As you can see, Gladiator is here staying at tier 2 after 3 to 4 years, and it's really lame. any single player who paid for this epic quest, for the Guardians of the Galaxy epic quest, you know, if someone just logged into the game when the Guardians of the Galaxy movie was in the cinemas back in the summer and came here and he said, oh, you know what, I'm gonna take this epic quest, bro, and he bought all these bullshit characters, you know, he gonna cry right now probably. Better A build used to be good, but yeah, we have to refresh this epic quest, guys. Netmarble, wake up! Wake up, guys, do something. The game is going down, the epic quests are going worse instead of going better, you know. And the fact that you have these deals here in the game for 6,000 crystals, you're letting people to go and buy Molecule Man and Sentry in 2024. I mean, okay, they have some value for Alliance Conquest, both of them, don't get me wrong, but come on, guys, this thing is not worth 6,000 crystals, 100%. If you come here and see, okay, I'm a big fan of Fantastic Four, I'm starting Marvel Future Fight in 2024. I went in, I collect 6,000 crystals because Doctor Doom is my favorite character, and I bought this epic quest, and yeah, boo, I have no value, zero value. So that's why, guys, pretty much this epic quest, even if it's really bad, the fact that missing the artifact, the fact that there is no refreshed reward, the fact that you need to find Rachel Summers, okay, are the negatives, but there are positives. There are positives, and the positives are you don't need to buy any uniform, you don't need to spend extra crystals, you just spend the 7,000 crystals, you know, you get some bucks, so let's say 7,000, you just spend the 7,000 crystals and you have 4 really good characters that you can use anytime for any kind of content. Are they top meta? No. Which of the epic quests providing you top meta characters, Death Proof? One only, X-Men. Only X-Men actually gives you top meta characters, and they're giving you Magneto and they're giving you Jean Grey. Of course, I'm not gonna talk about the free rewards like Wolverine. If you go and grind all the epic quests, you can get actually all the characters except the one here and the one from the premium crystals reward. So if the rank 1 is X-Men, you have to consider that Jean is like top meta for PvP and PvE. Magneto, it's top meta for PvE, ABL, ABX, World Boss Legend, he's mental, he's really cool. But it's 6,600 crystals, and in the same time you need worth 3,000 of crystals for uniforms. You need uniform for Jean Grey, and you need uniform for Magneto. And Magneto is a seasonal. So this quest is good, but it's not better than the last epic quest, to be honest. The last epic quest providing you characters, brand new characters, that they can do whatever these characters can do, spending crystals, having seasonal rewards. Yeah, so in my mind still, this is the rank 1, but by far, the last epic quest we just took is the number 2, by far. And the rest of the epic quests are Deadpool and All Down. Deadpool only, I could say it's the third one, only because providing you Strife, and Strife, it's kind of cool character to play. He's not top meta anyhow, he's good for Alliance Conquest, but in the same time you have to play manual for timeline battle. It's a really nice character, but still you have to spend the 6,000 crystals, and also you have to go through you know, a uniform. So it's still more crystals than the new epic quest, you know. So to have a mediocre Strife here, you have to pay 6,600 and an extra uniform. Super lame. The rest of the characters are totally outdated. You can't go and play with Psylocke, of course, right now. Of course, Psylocke perhaps gets a uniform in the future, but still, the fact that this fills the third and the rest are way worse, it's so lame. Fantastic Four, completely zero, no value at all. Doctor Doom only perhaps sometimes for Otherworld Battle when everyone is banned, and Alliance Conquest, he's really solid, but still you shouldn't buy an epic quest for one Alliance Conquest unit. Same thing for this. totally lame, no character value here. Nova Richards used to be one of the best supports for 1 day of ABX, and that's not a reason to buy a character, you know. But yeah, that's his value. The only value here, it's this character has some value for ABX 1 day. Thylavel, it's a character that you can farm through the epic quest and the free part. You don't need to pay for here. Other than that, Dark Avengers still, I mean, Molecule Man and Sentry are really solid Alliance Conquest characters, but the rest are totally lame of the epic quest. Moonstone, it's so outdated. So yeah, Molecule Man, Sentry is free, so you can have Sentry, so it's only Molecule Man actually. Molecule Man has no value for Timeline Battle, he has some value. He has actually unique leadership, some people are actually using him, but no one could ever tell you that 6,600 crystals worth having Molecule Man in your roster right now. Eternals, exactly the same thing. The best part of Eternals, it's Cersei and Gilgamesh, you could say, for Alliance Conquest. Still only 2 Alliance Conquest units here. So we're comparing a 2024 thing, Epic Quest, with the rest of the Epic Quest, which is like 9 years old, 8 years old, 7 years old. Yeah, this is bad. This is bad for the game. We shouldn't have to do that. This Epic Quest should be obviously the best Epic Quest to go for. But still, after all this mud I threw into developers, they did pretty good job making characters that don't actually need uniforms. But it's lame that they need artifacts and they are not providing the artifacts through the Epic Quest. So yeah, I tried to do a ranking thing here on the Epic Quest. I'm not sure how it looks like, but yeah. Jean Grey Magneto still the #1, guys. After that, I feel like this is the best choice for new players, especially. Of course, there is potential for Doctor Doom get a tier 4 in a couple of months, Psylocke get a tier 4 and a uniform. All these are things that I can't predict for the future, but I can predict for sure for the future that, the game is not going well. If they keep, keeping the Epic Quest, keeping all these game modes outdated and makes new players and players generally feels like we're getting scammed buying these old shit reward stages, They should refresh all the Epic Quest, and if they refresh all the Epic Quest, I feel like, this Epic Quest could deliver way better than before. Because now you have like city rewards everywhere, so you have the city rewards here. If they fix rewards on all of the Epic Quest and fix the rewards on this Epic Quest in the same time, we're gonna feel like playing something epic and not being scammed from the game to go and farm 1 billion times the dimension mission. Guys, whoever told you to keep this copy paste shit here, it's totally retarded, bro. I'm telling you, retarded people are smart actually. He's totally idiot. He's totally idiot. He is a jackass. Who wants to go and play dimension missions 1 bazillion time and spend energy for this bullshit, bro? Who wanna do that? Tell me this dude. Tell me this dude and I'm gonna punch him. Guys, remake this Epic Quest. This Epic Quest should be actually epic. This is not epic, this is bullshit. Auto clear bullshit, fast clear bullshit. And yes, this is a random video. I'm trying to be polite. I'm trying to be, rethink of it and understand how Netmarble thinking. But yeah, there's no start and end on the bullshit you just did. You drop an Epic Quest and we'll have to compare it with 8-year-old Epic Quest to see some value on the new characters without artifacts, and the artifacts is paywall. Bullshit, guys. Come on. Give me a break. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, I'm gonna keep up with dropping characters from the new Epic Quest. I did only hope and I skipped the rest because actually there is nothing to do with the rest of the characters if you miss the artifacts, if you don't go maxed on them. And the Phoenix Feathers are a pain, the Blast Books are Also, okay, blast books, guys. Give them us as reward, please. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know down below in the comments your opinion. Should they remake all Epic Quest finally after all these years? This can't be the case, you know. Can't be canon, you know. We can't get this bullshit Epic Quest anymore, guys. Wake up. Wake up, your game is dying. See you into the next. Kisses in your faces.